Hull City today make 2 changes from the one that played against Everton. They've gone for a change out wide as Ryan Longman replaces Randell Williams in the wing-back role, but Tom Huddleston plays today ahead of Richie Smallwood. It's the 20th time he's taken on Stoke in his career, only one shy of Arsenal, which is the most he's ever faced. For the Tigers, they go with Eves and Smith up top. Of course, Josh McGuinness now departing the club and Wilt still missing means they are a little bit handicapped up front in terms of number of selection, but Eves and Smith played a stormer last weekend and will be hoping to kick on from where they left off. The team moves in, and the lineup in full for the Tigers is Baxter in goal, the back three of Bernard, McLaughlin and Greaves, Longman, Huddleston, Honeyman, Huddleston, Doherty and Keane Lewis Potter, Eves and Smith up top. The bench for the Tigers is Matt Ingram, Richie Smallwood, George Moncur, Randell Williams, Matt Smith, Brandon Fleming and Josh Hines is the main attacking option. Hull City looked quite confident in their construction, losing out possession on the edge of the penalty areas. Stoke City send the ball sailing down the middle, headed down by Tom Ince as Hull City tried to return into Joe Allen, side foots it through to Klukas, clever through ball now to find DiMaggio Wright Phillips on league debut today, tries to get round Baxter who stood his ground. He then goes over, he's able to actually blanket himself over the ball without touching it with his arms or hands. The referee didn't give anything and now gives a free kick in front of Grant McCann's technical area. That was a little bit risky from Baxter. The referee today, Joshua Smith, reluctant to blow the whistle. Ince does what Keane Lewis Potter just did to his teammates, trying to step inside, tries to play it through to Wright Phillips, easily smothered and cleared away by both Greaves and Huddleston. And Tyler Smith has held his run very nicely as Huddleston, with expert vision, picks him out, and Smith steps into the penalty area. He's got 2 waiting in black and amber, decides to take it on himself. Chester covered the angle. Honeyman then sets the ball in, looking for Eves, pops out to Doherty, doesn't catch it cleanly from 18 yards, and the ball spins wide of the target. A puff of the cheeks from Grant McCann as he makes his way back to the dugouts. Good opportunity for Hull City, but Tom Huddleston spraying the ball nicely to Tyler Smith, who had all sorts of room on the right hand side. Smith took it on himself, but there was a second and then third invitation for Hull City. Wright Phillips dropping into the midfield as Stoke City play their way out, as most clubs do now. McLaughlin, a little bit wrong-footed. Big opportunity for Stoke, and they might get a second chance as well. It's scrambling defence, Greaves and then McLaughlin, they combine together. What a huge let-off that is for the Tigers. Jacob Brown getting back to his feet. He just couldn't get the ball out of his feet. Sean McLaughlin got himself in a muddle. Brown did take the shot on Baxter. Confident goalkeeping, closed the angle down. It's what happened in the aftermath which proved to be a problem for Stoke's top scorer jointly. Bonham's clearance only finds Hull City again though as Honeyman gathers in the middle of the Stoke half. He finds a little bit of space to work his way towards the edge of the penalty area. He tried to lay it off into the path of Tommy's. Wasn't the greatest ball, and Stoke City clear away. DiMaggio Wright Phillips picks up and now can hold it up. And Stoke City have space in the middle of the Hull City half as they bring it forward with Tom Ince over to Klukas, edge of the box left side. Ball into the middle for Jacob Brown. Totally unmarked in the middle, and Stoke City take the lead. He is now their top scorer. Chances of rarity in this fixture, and Jacob Brown is the one who comes up with the goal, and it's going to be one of the easiest headers he'll have all season. Ball played onto the right hand side. Wright Phillips with good hold up play, but Hull City's shape was completely muddled in the middle. A free run for Tom Ince, playing it out towards Sam Klukas, who is back to haunt his former employers again. A scorer in the past against the Tigers. He's the assist man now, and Jacob Brown with a simple header from 8 yards, totally unopposed. That will dismay the manager, it'll dismay the fans, but the ones to my left hand side are having the time of their life at the moment as Stoke City lead by 1 goal to 0. Half an hour gone, but do you feel the next 15 minutes might bring more trouble for Hull City, as the set piece is going to be delivered by Klukas, who has 1 assist already this afternoon. He delivers into the penalty area. It's headed out by Eves. Tommy Smith The furthest man back in Stoke City colours, 35 yards out, wins the ball. Cross into the middle. It's tipped over very nicely from Baxter. And Phil Jagielka at 39 almost had a championship goal. He would have been turning the clock back if that had gone into the back of the net. Joe Allen's delivery, and once again question marks over the marking. Joe Allen, far side, links up with Timon. It's given away though by the visitors. Bernard gathers again. Hull City in the Stoke City half on the far side. Longman, there's a man in support in Doherty. Doherty plays it wide to Honeyman. He's going to set the ball in, looking for Tom Eaves on the volley. It was behind him. Difficult chance, caught it very sweetly. But Bonham in the end had a simple clutch of the ball into his chest. And it remains 1-0 to Stoke City. But this time, Tom Eaves got away from his marker. Clucas, left-hand side, he's picked out a ball into the middle. He was searching for Jacob Brown. He was only 2 yards away from it. Keane Lewis-Potter getting back to help out the defence right on the byline. He's done enough to give the ball to Jacob Greaves, moves it into space in the penalty area for McLaughlin. Across the face now to Bernard, who's able to manoeuvre himself away from Sam Clucas, and he bring the ball forward, looks to side foot it through to Longman, and because Bernard's got forward, he's left space behind. Clucas to Tom Ince, edge of the area, 2-0 Stoke City, easy as you like for them, and Hull City's second half could be a very long one. They gave it away far too easily. Bernard tried to play it to Longman. Because he'd committed further forward, he left the door wide open for Stoke City. Clucas again, across this time to Tom Ince, who did not have the best of times as a Hull City player, but he's having the best of times on Hull City's ground this afternoon. Stoke are 2-0 up, and this could be a very, very tough remainder of the afternoon for Hull City's fans. 5 minutes into the second half, and Tom Ince has found the back of the net, scored against his former club Derby County last time out, and that was a very poor goal to concede. Grant McCann, arms folded, tucked very tightly into his chest. Clucas is a free man on the left hand side. He looks to try and arrow it into the middle. It's picked up by DiMaggio. Wright Phillips takes it on. What a shot, but what a opportunity. Goes flying over the crossbar in the end. It was hit with real vigour, real energy in the strike. There's no pressure on his shoulders today. But this young man, who has had very little game time in senior football, seems to be playing with a little bit of confidence and a bit of swagger, just like his previous generations of his family have at the top level. And Grant McCann gets the message out to Keane Lewis-Potter now, who gives him the thumbs up in return. So Eaves up front with Keane Lewis-Potter, but he's staying pretty wide, KLP, as Honeyman gets the slide tackle in. Hull City want to counter. Williams gets onto the ball, playing on the left-hand side. He's got pace in his legs. He will look to deliver a ball. It's over the defence, into Longman. He wants to tee it up for Eaves. It goes back to Moncur, inside the penalty area, gets a little trip. No penalty though. Grant McCann stands with his arms apart, and he's probably wondering why Longman didn't take the chance on himself. What a great opportunity to half the deficit for Hull City. Nice delivery from Williams. It was over the back three, pinpoint. He almost had an immediate impact. And Ryan Longman, deciding to be unselfish, wanted to play it to Eaves. It went behind him from 6 yards out. And the attack breaking down for the Tigers, when really they should have been a bit selfish and had a strike at goal. Clucas will take this corner kick. And left-footed, he delivers towards the 6-yard box. Oh, wide of the target from the visitors. That was a close call. Stoke City thought they had their third goal of the afternoon. Really nice delivery from Sam Clucas. Plenty of curve to the ball. There's been a couple of stoppages in this second half. Here comes Stoke. They're on their way into the penalty area. Lewis Baker is buzzing around, waiting for the opportunity to get the shot away. But instead, Jacob Brown wanted to do it all himself. Baxter makes the save. He actually had to scurry to keep it in play because he just lost control of it temporarily. at the near post. But Stoke seem to be thinking about that third goal. Such a key man in the midfield in George Honeyman, but I think he will openly admit after this game that he's not been at his level best today. I don't think anyone really in black and amber can say that they've played at full chat. As Stoke City with Lewis Baker, he's got electrifying pace of his own, takes it into the penalty area, good save from Baxter. Lewis Baker took it on left-footed from 15 yards, couldn't find the corner, and Baxter keeps Hull City's disadvantage at 2 goals. Stoke City almost had a debutant goal in the league for Lewis Baker. McLaughlin sending the ball searching across towards Randell Williams, who gets pulled to the floor as he got around Tommy Smith. The referee offers the advantage as Moncur plays it back to Williams on that left-hand side. It's now with Longman, edge of the box left side. He's got Lewis Baker standing in his way as Longman will try and get around him. He lifts the ball into the area. Eves tries to head it down. Comes to Moncur, who strikes it from near the penalty spot. He sent it ballooning over the crossbar. That was Hull City's final chance, you may feel, to give themselves a realistic hope, because they would have had 3 minutes plus the banked stoppage time to then go on and try and get an equaliser, but that chance goes astray.